Have you ever wondered if there are some items in your wardrobe that you could buy cheaper? And by cheaper, I don't mean on a discount or sale, but actually a cheaper version of it. I have, and that's why I decided to share my thoughts on 4 items you can and should buy cheaply instead of spending more money on them because they have a logo. I don't know whether you will agree with me or not, but I found that the items that are on my list are not worth spending much money on them if I can buy them cheaper. Curious what it is? Then let's start with this video. Okay, so let's start with a wallet. I already made a video about things that are not worth spending money on, and I put there designer wallets. But this point today is not only about designer wallets, but wallets altogether. Sure, you don't want to buy something that is super cheap and at the same time, because of that, it won't last you very long. But when it comes to a wallet, you have to remember that its job is to carry your money, not to cost you an arm and a leg. It's not a piece that is visible to the world for the most part, and a piece that will somehow change your appearance. So, because of that, in my opinion, you can buy it simply cheaper and nobody will ever notice. Of course, it doesn't mean that you should buy the cheapest thing that you will find on the market, but something that has adequate quality to your money. So, when it comes to a wallet, I myself own like a $20 or $30 slim wallet, and that's it. I don't need anything more expensive and I'm fine with that. Next on the list, underwear. Do you feel the need to have Calvin Klein's underwear? Me neither. As long as your underwear is clean and doesn't have holes in it, you are good to go. You see, it's so strange that people think that you have to have branded underwear. What for? Does it fulfill its purpose better? Does it include some sort of special technology helping you to keep fresh down there? I don't think so. Then what's the point of spending $20 for a pair of boxers from Calvin Klein, Hugo Boss or any other brand? You will find that the price is just a markup for the label. No name brand is just as good. Who sees your underwear? No one wants to know what brand of boxers you use unless you intend on showing the brand as you, I don't know, bend over. I mean, sure, they might be better quality sometimes, but for the price of 1 pair of branded boxers, you can buy 4 or 5 pairs of unbranded underwear. The choice is yours, but in my opinion, underwear is something you can skimp a bit on and nobody will bat an eye. But if you want to own some branded underwear for some special occasions, then I can understand that, but in general, you don't need to spend much money on it. Then we have socks. Almost the same story as with underwear. Ask yourself, why would you need more expensive socks on a day-to-day basis? I myself do not find much difference between more expensive and cheaper socks. Some may say that they last longer, or maybe your feet are less smelly because more expensive socks are not made of cheap plasticky materials, and that might be true, but where should we draw the line? But let me make myself clear. I do not buy the cheapest possible socks, and I don't say you should buy the cheapest possible socks, but I also do not pay $15 for a pair. Sure, there is time and place for good socks, and I have exactly 3 pairs of them, but they are reserved for my suit and more classy outfits. Other than that, I see no point in spending this much money on socks I wear with trainers most of the time. Again, nobody will see your socks, and if they do, most of the people will appreciate that they're simply clean. So if you ever wondered whether you should spend $10 to $20 on a pair of socks, the answer here is pretty simple: not really. But remember to have some good socks when it comes to your suit or like classy outfit. And the last point, and this might be fun, gym clothes. Yes, I truly believe you should not spend much money on your gym clothes. But before you'll jump into a comment section to prove me wrong, hear me out. Like with any sport, you simply do not buy the most advanced, expensive equipment when you're just starting. It will be simply stupid because you don't know what will be the best for you or whether you will stick to this sport long enough. It's the same when it comes to the gym. You do not have to buy a Nike, Under Armour or Gymshark tees, shorts or leggings. Rather than that, spend this money on something cheaper, some cheaper alternatives. Trust me, nobody who is in his right mind will ever care what clothes you have or wear on a gym. As long as you have a tee, short or joggers, everything will be fine. What kind of logo you have on these things is irrelevant. Sure, if you decide to stay at the gym, buy yourself whatever clothes you want, something more expensive that will last, but at the beginning, don't spend $40 or $50 on a t-shirt or $100 on a trainers. You can easily train in a t-shirt that it's worth $15 or in shoes that are worth, I don't know, $40 or $50. That's completely fine, and at the beginning, it really doesn't matter if you wear something that is expensive or not. So in my opinion, at the very beginning, at the gym, just opt for a cheaper option. And that's it, guys. Those were the 4 items I think you can buy cheaper alternatives of, and nobody, including you, will see the difference. Let me know whether you agree with me or not in the comments, and if you have something to that, feel free to do that, because I couldn't think of anything else to add to this list. And as always, please do not forget to leave a like if you like the video and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video, guys. Take care.